Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss behavior modification techniques that can work for children as well as teenagers. Okay, so what are these? These are the techniques used to modify or shape a child's behavior. What are common parents' complaints? What do they complain about? Sometimes they say, my child doesn't listen to me. Sometimes they say, he doesn't eat properly. Sometimes they say, he speaks in a harsh tone. Sometimes they say, he throws tantrums. In case of teenagers, what are their complaints? They say, my teenager boy, he is obsessed with his appearance. He's always on phone. He's always on WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. He's always speaking to someone on phone. So we are very much concerned. We are worried. These are some behavioral problems that children exhibit. So what can we do? See, every parent wants their child to be well groomed, well polished, super confident. But do we put our energies, do we invest our energies towards their healthy development? I don't think so. See, sometimes situations are unfortunate, unavoidable. They go through traumatic experiences in their life. What happens is they lose parents at an early age. They go through some type of abuse. It is really painful and unfortunate. They become victims of some abuse, sexual abuse, verbal abuse. They become the victims of natural calamities. So it's obvious that their behavior gets disrupted because their developmental needs are not fulfilled. They get ignored. But sometimes situation is in our hands, but we don't give them time. We don't give them affection. So what happens is they find company somewhere outside the family. They find company in their digital devices, in their laptops, in their gadgets. So they go far away from us. Sometimes we have time, but we don't want to give them time because we are preoccupied with our own tensions, with our own worries. Sometimes mother is anxious, she's depressed, she's going through some medical issue, health issues. Father is alcoholic. So family scenario is not optimal for the development, for the healthy development of a child. So again, their behavior gets disrupted. But in some cases, we pamper them to the extent that they get spoiled. So what is the need of the hour? The need of the hour is we need a balanced approach. We need to focus on their holistic development. We need to focus on their physical development. We need to focus on their diet. We need to focus that they should be physically healthy. We need to focus on their social development. They should become a good citizen. We should focus on their emotional development. They should know how to monitor their emotions. We should focus on their mental faculties. We should work on their reasoning skills, problem solving skills, decision making skills. See, they are raw. Children, kids, they are raw. We need to mold them in the best shape. We are like potters. Okay, so there are some techniques that I'm going to discuss today. They are behavior modification techniques that can work effectively with children. Okay, so first is positive reinforcement. Positive means we are adding something. We are adding. When we want to increase the probability of an appropriate behavior, we give them, in simple words, the role of rewards, the role of attention, the role of praise. This is positive reinforcement. For example, a child gets compliment from his father when he earns good grades. When we give them reward, and in case of teenagers, what can work? Attention, public attention. It really works well with teenagers. When you publicly appreciate them for their good work, they really get encouraged. So this is a kind of positive reinforcement. We are presenting something pleasant. We are presenting something pleasant, something favorable, something desired to increase the probability of an appropriate behavior. This is positive reinforcement, but rewards should be chosen wisely. You should give them rewards what they really like, what they really fond of, for example, if your child is a fan of cricket and he wants to buy a cricket kit, so give him cricket kit. Don't give him chessboard because you want your child to play chess. this will not work. It is not effective. So give them what they really like. It should be age appropriate. Don't give access to those websites that are not meant for a teenager boy. Don't give phone to a 5-year-old boy. It will not work. They will be spoiled. And give them what they really deserve. Don't give them something extraordinary. They will get spoiled. Okay? In this way, we can use rewards wisely. This is positive reinforcement. We are presenting something pleasant, something favorable to increase the probability of an appropriate behavior. Next is negative reinforcement. Negative reinforcement also encourage the behavior. It also increases the probability of behavior. Reinforcement word means it increases the probability of behavior. So negative reinforcement is, negative means we are removing something. What we are removing? We are removing something unpleasant from their environment to encourage the probability of a good behavior. So what we can do? We can remove some restrictions from their environment. Suppose this is their duty to fill up the bottles daily and put them in the refrigerator, and this is something very boring for a child to do this task, to do this duty daily. So what we can do? We can free him from his duty. We can give him liberty. And thus, if on this condition, if they come up with good behavior, so in this way, negative reinforcement works. We are removing something unpleasant from his environment. You can use this kind of technique to shape your child's behavior. But please remember, reinforcement always increases the probability of appropriate behavior, desired behavior. Next is punishment, and it is of two kinds: positive punishment and negative punishment. Positive punishment always decreases the probability of inappropriate behavior. So here what we can do, positive, again we are adding something. What we are adding? We are adding something unpleasant, aversive to a child's environment. For example, if your child uses abusive language, what you can do? You can use positive punishment in this way. You can make him write 100 times the same sentence, that I will not do this in future. I will not do this in future. Something non-preferred activity you have to use. In case of positive punishment, non-preferred, this he will not prefer. This is something he will not prefer. He will not do this. So, but the important thing to remember is, it should not be inhumane. It should not be inconsiderate. It should be effective. But corporal punishment, physical punishment should be avoided. Okay. So this is how positive punishment works. And last is negative punishment. Here what we do? Negative means we are removing something. What we are removing? We are removing something desirable, something pleasant from his environment. In simple words, take away some privileges. Take away something that he's really fond of. Take away them. Take away. To decrease the probability of inappropriate behavior. This is negative punishment. For example, a teenager is not allowed to use his family car because he shows inappropriate behavior. What inappropriate behavior? Rash driving. If he goes for rash driving, just take away that car. And if your child behaves in a bad manner, in an undesired manner, inappropriate manner, take away his toys, take away his gadgets for some time, unless they come up with good behavior. This is how negative punishment works. So these are some techniques that you can use to shape your child behavior. You can positively reinforce their small steps to increase the probability of behavior. You can use shaping, and see parents. Parenting is an art. Please love this phase, and you will learn a lot while shaping your children. But please remember, every child is different. Their personality, their temperaments are different. So please plan your behavior modification plan as per your child's personality, as per his temperament. And don't avoid him, don't ignore them. They need your love, they need your affection. Please maintain healthy environment at home. Thank you.